to talk about my new year, new me. I know. My New Year's resolution-ish type things. And it's kind of lengthy. It does seem kind of lengthy, but this is pretty much a similar list to, I just try to get my affairs in order at the beginning of the year and quarterly. But we'll get into it. But first, you know what we got to do. We got to do some channel maintenance and some channel hygiene. So, we're going to be chewing some cinnamon gum today. If you are new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back. Oh, geez. If you are new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're old here, go double check. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit a like if you like. Leave a comment and give me anything related to the video. It can just be a hello, a few emojis, whatever, as long as it's cool and respectful. Hit the notification bell. As always, I'll link my tip jars down yonder in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every dollar or two helps. That is what allows me to continue to make content. Also, you are invited to my Patreon. I'm trying to get a hair off my desk. Patreon. I know not everybody can come, but you can't say you aren't invited. There's a lot of videos over there. So if you are looking for more content, story times, blah blah blahs, trying new things, etc., series, they're over there on Patreon. Okay. I know that a lot of people don't believe in resolutions. But I do. I love a reset. I need a reset. Not only do I need one once a year, but I need one a little bit at the start of every month and quarterly too. That's just me. So here are some things that I'm trying to do this year. I hate this shirt because it always looks like there's hanger things, even if it just came out of the dryer. Like it's just, Anyways, getting off social media for the most part. This does not include YouTube. But how many hours did I waste? It is my screen time is embarrassing. My screen time is embarrassing. So I cannot delete a few of my platforms. I simply can't because I need them for jobs, for other jobs. Especially my main job. I have to have social media. I have to have freaking Facebook and Instagram. In case people message me in that way. If I could just have an account that was on Facebook that was just for business, that'd be great. But guess what? You have to attach it to your regular social media platform. So there's a couple ways I can do this. I can just get on, morning, noon, and evening, and set like 5-minute limits. Like, okay, did anybody message me? Do I have to respond to anybody? I do or do not. Do I have to make a business post? I do or do not. And get the hell out of there. But these social medias, they pull you in. And you'll be doom scrolling. Maybe I could keep my Facebook logged into just my business page, and that way when I open it up, it's just like business stuff. But I also sell a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, which is a major headache. I mean, think twice before you do it. So there's just got to be a better way than getting sucked in to the doom scroll. And it needs to happen for me. I've had this addiction for far too long. I don't consider it a healthy addiction. I do consider it's kind of like food tendencies. You know what I mean? Like you have to have food, so that is a tough addiction to tackle, right? It has its own. There's some addictions where you can just leave that behind, and there's some addictions you have to face that you do need food or social media. So they present the ways to get off are different than like my battle with alcoholism, you know. But I'm working on it. And if I fall off the wagon a million times, it's still okay. As long as I'm alive, I can just keep starting over and starting over and starting over. Like so much of what I see on social media, I didn't need to see that. I'm fine. I am fine. I can live my life without seeing that. And that does mean that I probably won't be posting much over on my ASMR Instagram, if I even keep it, because I already left my personal Instagram alone a long time ago. Somehow my Facebook still routes stuff to it, so, but I have millions, not millions, I'm not that popular, probably hundreds and hundreds of messages over there, just people sending me like little memes and stuff that I haven't opened, and then people will message me like, did you see what I sent you on Instagram? And I'm like, don't even bother, I'm not on there. It looks like I'm on there because my Facebook is routing things to my Instagram, but I'm not actually on there. So we're figuring this social media shit out this year. Number 2, getting out of the house with my kid, my toddler. Don't confuse when I complain about being a mom. I still love being a mom, but oof. And don't confuse when I say this kid has been my biggest challenge with the amount of love I have for this kid. Because I love him to pieces. I do. But he's a clinger. That kid is a clinger. He wants to be like touching eyeballs all day. When that kid wakes up, he's this close to my face. Alright, we're working on it. He turned 3. Things are getting better. And I'll look back at pictures when he was on my face and I'm like, oh, and I'll miss that. I will. But it's nice to have a little breathing room. So we're really working on independent play and getting out of the house a lot. And I need to get him out of the house a lot. It's time. He understands me a little bit better. Like we went and ran errands the other day. And he was pretty okay for half of them, which is good for him. So we're going to keep making baby steps, but I know that the more I get him out of the house, the more of the world that he sees, his world will become bigger, and he won't want to be touching eyelashes with me all day. Like, he will literally, if he knows he doesn't have my attention, he will come up and kiss me and hug me and mom, which is really sweet, but he knows what he's doing, you know, like, and I'd rather have him do that than show off in a bad way to get my attention. Like, I'll take all the kisses and snuggles that I can get. But then I have to say, okay, now you know mom's working on something. You need to go play right now. It's just the way it is. Work has to get done. But yes, getting out of the house more with my kid is definitely on my 2024 ideals. Lifestyle changes. Okay. Now, I can't put down an addiction without picking up an addiction. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I know that. I know that if I'm going to put down an addiction, I have to choose a healthier one to pick up. So, there are years when I was a reading addict. Almost to an unmanageable level. Like, I just wanted to read nonstop. Instead of doom scrolling, I'm going to turn back to my reading addiction and set reading goals for myself. Right now my goal is 30 books for 2024. Now, I have had years where I think I got to like 100. For me, it's crazy. I have one friend that read 300 books. She's got the reading bug bad. And no, she's not fluffing, like she can read really fast. She's also neurodivergent. My mom reads in the hundreds, like 150 is not hard for her, and she does mostly audio, which is reading. They've done the brain scans. Your brain is still taking it in as reading somehow. I don't know. But I like to alter. Well, I have one audiobook going and one regular book going at all times. So my goal is 30. We can do this. I will be doing audio in the car. I'm getting down to my next one, because I'm going to be working out more. I can do audiobooks there. Maybe, I don't know. Working out, I tend to want to listen to music. Either way, I'm going to get these 30 books in. If it gets towards November and I'm still at like 20, then I'll read some short books. But I'm going to get these 30 books in. The first book I finished of this year, I'm about to finish one more with, was the Mike Sorrentino, Mike from Jersey Shore. I just finished his book a couple days ago, and it was good. I hadn't read a memoir in a while. It was good. I even cried a little bit, and I can't remember the last book I cried in. Not a lot bit, but I did cry a little bit. Okay, so yes, working out, my next one. We're at number 4. You know I can't keep track of these numbers, but okay, we're at number 4. Working out, it's got to be done. I have known 2 women my age in 2023 that had heart attacks. These were healthy appearing women. You could not tell they were sick. These women went to the doctor. One woman was going to the doctor very often for something else, and didn't no red flags. So it really is a silent beast. And I hate cardio. I do hate cardio, but I can walk. So it's a wake-up call. Luckily, they are both okay. I know that women present differently with heart attack symptoms, so I need to look into. I have to be careful with what I look into, because I wouldn't call myself a hypochondriac. Kind of. I have health anxiety because I've had some weird things. If you are on my Patreon, I have one video already out and one video coming about the weird stuff that I've had, that I've contracted, or that I've, suffered from. So even if it says oh, you don't have to worry about this is like a 1 in 100,000 thing, I'll worry about it, because I've had a couple of things that were rare. But I should look up just what are the symptoms, and then obviously, they want you to eat right, no smoking, vaping, stress. Gotta get those stress levels down. How? In this economy? How? I don't know. Okay. Alright, I'm going to continue what I've been working on from last year, which is to cut this people-pleasing shit out. I'm way too old to be fawning, to be caving, to be not making the money that I'm supposed to be making. I gotta get rid of my money blocks. So, granted, I'm in a business. I have to people please, right? I have to do my job. And I have to adhere to my policies. I have to do my job to the best of my ability. And I have to adhere to my policies. That's why they are there. That's why I just follow standard policies. And for some reason, I always cave. I always have. So I've trained some people that I do cave, and that freaking sucks for me. but I've been getting a lot better about it. A lot better. And I'm going to try to continue to do that. And you know what? It's going to make a lot of people upset. So I also have to get comfortable with people not being happy with me. And that's okay. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, am I going to be happy with myself? This is my life. This is my business. These are the ways I make money. And as long as I'm doing my job to the best of my ability, I should be able to go do my job, adhere to my policies, and take home my money. This goes for no-shows. This goes for people that want just a little of this or a little of that, and I have to charge for that. Unless then there's a charge. This goes forever. This is going to go across the board for all my jobs. And there's some, like, I'm on a pause right now from doing commissioned ASMR work, because I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. Now, this doesn't refer to people that have already got videos from me, custom videos, or like regulars or anything, because I know that they mean business. When they want a custom, then they want a custom, and we'll get it out. But if somebody messages me for a custom and we haven't figured that custom video out, like, my prices are not for a custom compared to other people, they're not high at all. So there's no reason why we should be talking for days and days and days about a custom. There just isn't. That's just using me to talk. People do it for my other business too. Like, we're not doing that. Because then how many hours have I spent talking about something that still hasn't come to fruition? And that's silly. That's silly. So I'm not doing it no more. Right now I'm on a break. And when I go back, this is what you want. Can it be done or not? Is it in my comfort zone or not? Okay, yeah. If that doesn't come to fruition, then I'm just archiving the request. We're not going days and days and days of okay. Keeping track of my money. We're at number 6, keeping track of my money. Budgeting, I'm going to start writing down exactly what's coming in and what's going out. I have to do better. I must do better. So, I already keep like a daily to-do list. I'm just going to write all my little, because I do gig work on top of other things. I need to start writing down exactly what I'm bringing in. And oh god, it's tax time too. So I have to go through all last year where I didn't keep good track of stuff. Well, I did up until that shit with my job. So I still have to go from August to December and figure August through December out before I go in to do my taxes. Yuck. My taxes aren't easy because I'm a 1099. They're a pain in the butt. On top of, I have to add, ASMR to my taxes now. That's not too hard. But it is something that, like, takes extra time, extra printing out of things, extra figuring out. And then a couple gig things I have to add on to there. Like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, but, like, it wouldn't suck as bad if I knew that I was paying into things like potholes, roads, infrastructure, schools. Our schools have been defunded big time, and it shows. It shows that it's tangent, but somebody asked, because our schools are terrible, terrible. Like, I'm not going to send my toddler to school where I live. My teenager is just finishing up. And I was talking to a teacher the other day, and she's like, what What do you think it is? What do you think it is that in your district, like what happened? We were actually talking about crime. And most of the crime here, a lot of the crime is teens. I said, I know what happened. The schools got defunded. The schools are crap. It's going to show on the teachers' effort. It's going to show. It just trickles. It just trickles. Anyways, tangent. Okay. Number 7. I feel like there was one more. In between there, but okay, so travel 1 plane vacation and 2 road trips is my goal. My plane vacation should be to go visit my mom in a couple months, Florida. And then my 2 road trips, I have a couple places I would like to I want to see the Mall of America again, because that's been about 10 years. It's just a fun thing to do with kids. It really is. Plenty of walking around. You can eat. There's the amusement park. There's an aquarium. You really only need 2 days. Really, you could, as an adult, do it in 1, but with kids, I'd say do it for 2 days. So that's one of them. I want to see Branson, Missouri. I've never seen Branson, Missouri. The Omaha Zoo. I haven't been to the Omaha. You guys, my dog is behind me. If we hear any weird noises, I actually let my big dog in the room today, which I never do, but he's doing good, right? So there's like an 80-pound dog right behind me. A neighbor is starting up his car. Okay, outfit prep. I would like to make a monthly capsule of clothing. I have a space in my closet, and then that is what I'm reaching for that month. As it comes out of the washer, it's going back into that section of my closet. I am wearing the monthly capsule for the month. I might even be able to do a video, like I do my perfume videos, possibly, on my capsule. And you can really use like 12 pieces of clothing or 15 pieces of clothing and get through a whole month. I think it will take the battle out of the, what am I going to wear today? Like, you already know I'll come down and record 3 videos in 1 shirt. I don't care. Like, it's not a fashion channel. And all my shirts look like this anyways. Like, you probably think I'm in the same shirt every, it's 9 times out of 10, I'm just wearing a black shirt. I am going to bring some color into the new year. I ordered a gray shirt, a ruby shirt, and like a greenish shirt from my favorite brand. Oh, my dog's kicking me. He's trying to readjust. From my favorite brand, OGL Move, so I'll show you guys that stuff. So I'm going to bring a little color into the new year with me. I'm ready for a few days a week to have a colored top on, maybe. And it's just fun. It's a fun little project, to go into your room, select 15 items, make your capsule, 3 pairs of shoes for the month. Like, I'm just looking forward to it. Okay, number 9, ruthlessly finish, because I've been ruthlessly decluttering my belongings. I've been doing good at this. I don't know where I got all this stuff from, why I have it, but it's gotta go. Kind of like Swedish death cleaning. I have to burp. It's gotta go. I don't need this stuff. So I'm going to be selling or giving away a lot of my clothes. Selling clothes is a pain in the butt. My perfumes, I've been good at. Actually, I'm selling one today to a friend. Just stuff. Please do not give me the hiccups right now. I need to make it through this video. But I feel like I'm going to get the hiccups. Number 10 is just more unmasking, not burning myself out as much, not burning the candle from both ends, and having days of actual rest where I just let my house fall apart and I just don't move. I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad at that. If I'm home, I am cleaning. If I'm home, I am knocking tasks out. And if I'm not home, I'm working. So where is the rest? And then when I finally do rest at the end of the day, because I'm burnt out. It's not actual rest. I'm like, I've had it. It's like an angry, irritated exhaustion. It's not rest. I gotta change that up. I gotta figure it out. I can't, at my age, I need to have some time off. Okay. 2 more. And there's kind of a lot of things in these. But essentially, number 11 is just writing more things down, documenting things, journaling. Like I said, writing in my budget. So my Stalogy, I have a Stalogy that lives in a Mo term. That thing goes everywhere with me. And I need to use it. Kind of like a bullet journal. It's non-dated. I just make, my list for the day. And, sometimes I'm like, what did I eat that day? My symptoms, if I had symptoms. My tarot reading for the day. Yesterday, my tarot reading was freaking too accurate. Sometimes that freaks me out. I'm not going to let it. I'm just going to keep... If it's too accurate, sometimes I skip a few days because I'm like, I don't want to know. Not that my tarot cards tell the future, but they do tell me a lot about what I'm going to feel. Anyways, so documenting things, writing things down, getting into my journals and my notebooks more. And I also bought that binder for my level 10 life, which I need to start. And then the last one I have on here, by the way, ASMR X Linda just did a video like this. I watched hers yesterday. And we have a couple that are kind of similar. So, number 12 is learning. I love to learn. It's a good addiction to have, right? As long as I'm not spiraling, learning about, a potential health condition that I might have. So, directing my learning in healthy ways. There's a few courses that I started that I still have to complete. So, courses, watching educational YouTubes, which I've been doing. I've been watching some travel channels and stuff like that. So, yes, more feeding the brain healthy stuff, which isn't. It's not always good. Learning can create a lot of anxiety. The more you know, the more the state of things is a little bleak, right? So you do have to watch it. Mix your content up. Anyways, those are some of the things that I want to get back on track with for 2024. If you watched this all the way to the end, go ahead and let me know too. What are a couple of yours? Not all 12. I mean, you probably don't have 12 like me. But what are a couple of your main ones? Anyways,